guys, welcome back to the Supertheory channel. I'm here with my dad. We're going to be talking about X-Men 97, Deadpool Wolverine, and a little bit about the Fantastic Four, what we think is going to happen and what we know. And that's all. But first off, we're going to start with X-Men 97. Woo. The best series ever.
Good.
Had a lot of cameos.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. The last episode was phenomenal. What did you think of it?
So I had a bit of nostalgia, so when I was a teenager, young adult, the original X-Men series came out, and I was parked in front of the TV every Saturday morning watching the X-Men animated series and the Spider-Man animated series, and that's when I fell in love with Marvel, really. I mean, DC's still my top brand, but I really got interested in Marvel when those two series came out. Marvel to me was just Captain America and Spider-Man at one time. I didn't know very much about Marvel, but didn't really get into the Fantastic Four until recently. That series, 97, was great. Great writing, great animation. The story was awesome. Stay true to the comics, so I really did enjoy it.
Yes. Now what? So it's done. That was the last episode. Was episode 10 for X-Men 97. We did hear that they are going to make a season 2. So what are your theories for season 2? Spoilers alert.
Listening to some of the other YouTubers, I agree with a couple of theories, and one of the theories, well, of course, spoiler alert again, Apocalypse, which is one of my favorite villains of all time other than Darkseid. I really do enjoy Apocalypse. Just something about, it's just, I don't know what it is about him, but I really do enjoy it, and I think they're getting ready to go into his origin a little bit more than they did in the original series.
You had Sebastian. He is pretty tough villain.
He was very surprisingly good. I couldn't believe that I didn't know about this guy. He was tough. I always like watching movies or series where you really don't know how the protagonist, the hero, is going to win. When I watched Elementary, that's the first season was what got me hooked, because didn't know really how Sherlock was going to meet Moriarty. Moriarty was always a step ahead of him. So, I'm kind of like my grandmother on that sense. I like mysteries, and along with my action, you know what I mean? And there was a lot of mystery there, a lot of action. The action was it was nonstop. So Sebastian was really good. I liked him. So let me ask you a question. What did you think about, spoiler alert again, please turn this off if you don't want to know anything about X-Men 97.
Yes.
What did you think about him?
Spoiler alert. Him dying. It was sad because I didn't expect him to die. in that series. But I did hear, spoiler alert, that if they are staying true to the comics, that in the comics he comes back as one of the Horsemen of Apocalypse.
The Horseman of Death.
Yes, and that he might actually return for season 2.
I believe that. I really think out of the whole series, which there was a lot of, like he said, a lot of surprise cameos. There was a lot of action. Gambit's death to me was the most important part of the series. I mean, and there were some pretty decent parts throughout the whole series that I could talk about, but Gambit's death, that caught me off guard. I was just like, wow.
Yeah.
But it was cool. It was cool the way he went, because he sacrificed himself, and usually Gambit's not that type of guy.
Yeah. But I am ready though for him to come back though, if he is coming back. Okay, spoiler alert again. Magneto, what did you think about Magneto taking Wolverine's adamantium out?
I was waiting for it. I had cheated and watched a few YouTubers talk about it. It was headed that way. I didn't know it was going to be as graphic as it was. But like I said, them staying true to the comic like that just made that series even more exciting. I mean, it's rare to have an animated series have your anticipation as high as the reading material has you. Because when I read the comics, I mean, of course the comics are just phenomenal writers. I look forward to reading those, but to actually see the emotion and see your imagination come to life, and that's exactly what they did for me. The imagination of actually being in or watching this on the screen, it came to life for me. Magneto was Magneto. There was no chains on him. There was no PG. This was all out Magneto, and I really did. He's another one that I like as far as villains are concerned. Let me ask you, what do you think about? Well, I'll let you go ahead and tell me your thoughts on Magneto.
He was interesting.
Yeah. Complex.
Yeah, to also hear his backstory and stuff. And then him, with Rogue was, spoiler alert, was, sorry.
Yeah, if they ain't turned it off by now.
Yeah.
Sorry, we were going to ruin it for you.
It was crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy.
To kind of go to cameos where they show Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver, his 3 kids, Paralysis, was amazing. And to go off subject, to go to cameos, because I really liked it. Like, they has, what's his name? Silver Samurai?
Omega Red.
They brought Iron Man from the old Iron Man series. Captain America. They had Spider-Man from
the animated series.
Who else? Peter MJ.
Yes. So Spider-Man in his suit and out of his suit.
Yes.
Yeah, that was cool. It also showed that MJ got rescued.
Yes, that Peter brought her back.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
Doctor Strange.
Yes.
Cloak and Dagger. Who doesn't know about them? You need to explain about them.
show, and their show was pretty good. But I'm not really well versed with them, but I did enjoy the show. I enjoyed getting to know parts of them. Of course, Cloak can teleport, and Dagger, she uses hard light, kind of like Green Lantern does. And that was pretty interesting. The one thing that kind of disappointed me in the cameos, to be honest, was most of those cameos was just morphing into some of those characters. The Hulk.
Yes, Mr. Fantastic.
Mr. Fantastic. Let's see, who else did he? Colossus.
Juggernaut.
Yes.
Lady Deathstrike.
Yes.
Another cameo was Psylocke.
Doctor Doom.
Doctor Doom. Some of the villains, like Captain America's villain.
Baron Zemo.
Yes.
Yeah.
He showed up. Who else?
It was all kinds.
Yes, that they did a good job with that.
They did.
Well, do you have any more about X-Men 97?
Yeah, I want to know what you think about Jean Grey being a clone, Madeline Pride. I wasn't expecting that.
That threw me on a loop.
Yeah, that was probably the second most surprising moment in that for me.
Yes, because a lot of people were like, "Who is this?" Like one of the YouTubers that me and my dad watches, like, were saying the same thing. Like, when did this clone come in?
Yeah.
And so that's a mystery that we're trying to figure out. Yeah. Hoping that season 2 would show that.
They also incorporated that mystery into season 1 because Jean talked about that once Jean was free from Mr. Sinister.
Yes.
She doesn't really know when he took her. And Madeline Pride don't know when she came to exist. So they share the same memories. So they don't even know when it actually switch happened. So that was pretty interesting. There is a ton of material. Cable, Madeline Pride having Cable and him having to go to the future and then him coming back to try to save his mom. That was sad.
Good. It was sad. Pretty good at the same time.
Yeah.
Then just Storm also coming back and actually becoming her original Storm.
Her original costume.
Yes, in her black costume. And one more cameo was Black Panther.
Yeah. They showed him jumping in that.
Yes.
That was pretty cool. We also, another surprise, this was at the series finale, or the season finale, was Hope Summers. She was actually the old woman where Jean and Scott went into the future. That was their daughter. You didn't know that? So you didn't do your research. Yes,
that's crazy.
That was Hope Summers. And then they showed Cable as a child.
Yes, young Cable.
So his sister was actually watching out for him. So that was wild. Season 2, I believe, is just going to be just as good. The same writer wrote season 2 and part of season 3. So it got good reviews, and I'm really excited to see the season 2 come out.
Definitely go check that out on Disney Plus.
Yeah. We pretty much told you the whole series.
Basically. But now we're going to be talking about Deadpool versus Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
Comes out July 26th. Tickets are on sale now.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't wait for Deadpool's my favorite character, plus Wolverine, plus the actor Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
They are just phenomenal actors. Hugh Jackman is one of my favorites for Wolverine.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be hard for anybody to play that character other than him. But I said the same thing about Michael Keaton in Batman. And then Christian Bale took over. I'm all, well, hell, can't nobody replace Christian Bale. And then Ben Affleck come in. And Ben Affleck surprised me. I have to give kudos. Ben, I know if you're watching, I hope you do. You did a hell of a job with Batman. And then Robert comes in, and I'm like, oh, Edward from Twilight. But then he did a good job. And I like that take of Batman. I like the detective work that he did in that movie. So, I mean, whoever they choose to be Wolverine after Hugh, I'm going to learn to give him a chance.
Yeah.
And we'll see.
But I'm sorry, for right now, nobody can replace Hugh Jackman.
All right.
Now, to the theories for Deadpool versus Wolverine, I heard some rumors, though, that we might be getting a lot of cameos, like the original cast for Fantastic Four. Heard that Chris Evans will probably come back as Johnny Storm.
Oh, wow. That would be good.
Jessica Abel coming back as Susan Storm.
Okay.
And I don't know how to pronounce his name, that played Mr. Fantastic.
Oh, Lordy. I don't either. Sorry, guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You did a good job, though.
Yes.
I do like you as Mr. Fantastic. Elektra. They're saying Elektra.
Yes. What's her name? Jennifer something.
Jennifer, I think so. The guy have to forgive us.
Yes.
Yeah, she's going to be Elektra. That is one Marvel movie, and I'm probably going to get beat up for this, but that's one Marvel movie I did not enjoy. I did not enjoy the Elektra movie.
I never seen it.
Yeah, you have to watch it. You might like it. She was also in the Ben Affleck Daredevil.
Okay, I thought so.
Yeah, and that wasn't bad. A lot of people hated it, but I liked it. And I also liked Colin Farrell as Bullseye, and I liked Michael Clark Duncan as Kingpin. I mean, yeah, I liked it. I mean, they did the race swap, of course, but him as Kingpin, it was realistic to me. I mean, once he took off his suit, and he's a big burly man, you know what I'm saying? So that was just like, yeah, that was cool. That was a cool moment. Rest in peace to him. But yeah, the X-Men, or not X-Men, but Deadpool, Wolverine, they're going to have, from what I heard, just as many cameos as X-Men 97. So
yes,
I even heard that there might be a chance for a Hulk to show up. One of the Hulks.
I heard it might be Mark Ruffalo's though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I would love to see Edward Norton's Hulk. That's my Hulk right there.
Yeah, he did.
I'm sorry, he is
a phenomenal job. Plus, he looked like the comic version of Hulk.
Yes, and Edward Norton did a great job as Bruce Banner.
Yes,
I really enjoyed him as Bruce Banner, and I enjoyed. Oh Lordy, I can't even think of her name now.
Liv Tyler.
Betty Ross. Yes.
I hope she returns. I've been hearing rumors that she might return to the MCU, but we'll see. But the dude that played the leader in
Nelson.
Yes, he is returning as the leader in Captain America: Brave New World.
Yeah. I'm interested to see how they do this, because
Yes.
I did like the fact that he was transitioning to the leader in the Incredible Hulk movie, and they kind of didn't go anywhere with that. Um, I would love to see. I heard that they're going to have Harrison Ford as General Ross, but I really wish they would have brought in Sam Elliott. I liked him as General Ross in
Hulk 2003.
Yeah, I liked him as General Ross. So
I'm gonna give Harrison Ford a chance.
yeah. So there's one thing I wanted to ask you about the trailers that we seen with X-Men, or X-Men, Deadpool and Wolverine, the Doctor Strange portals. So, are we going to have any mystics? Are we going to have any, as Iron Man calls them, wizards?
I don't know. A lot of people are talking about that too on YouTube.
Yeah.
A lot of YouTubers like, well, who is that, or where are they going?
Right.
A lot of people are saying that basically Cassandra Nova could be setting them up to do that, go through there. But in one theory that I did hear, that we might actually get to see them go back to the Battle of Endgame.
Yeah.
And actually get to see them fight with the Avengers. And maybe see some events change.
Oh, that would be good.
So that would be a good theory, and I'm hoping that could happen.
Yeah. To me, the Infinity Saga, it wasn't as bad as the Smallville finale in season 10. DC, but Endgame to me was a letdown. And the reason why I say that, so Infinity War was a great build up. You know, one of the first scenes is the Hulk getting his ass whooped by Thanos. So everybody, I'd say 99% of everybody who was a Marvel fan or at least a fan of the movies knew that Hulk was going to get his revenge. And they never faced off again. And I was just like, this is crazy to me. You missed a big shot there. But, I mean, it is what it is. Endgame was good. I could watch it again. Infinity War is probably my favorite out of the two. But, yeah, they kind of let me down.
Yeah. I did hear that we might get to see like a part in the movie of Deadpool Wolverine where we might get to see Wolverine actually fight Hulk.
Oh.
So like a Wolverine versus Hulk.
Yeah. It's like paying homage to his first appearance.
Yeah.
Okay.
What else? We are going to get some cameos from like different X-Men movies. Like
Pyro, yeah. Toad.
Mm-hmm. What's the other ones?
I heard Sabretooth is going to be in it from the original X-Men.
Sabretooth, I forgot about Sabretooth.
Yeah.
There are some other ones. It's a lot. Lady Deathstrike.
Yeah.
From X-Men 2 United.
Yeah.
And just some from the X-Men Last Stand. And I'm just hoping that this one would be just, they'll do better on their action scenes with the people that was on X-Men Last Stand, because X-Men Last Stand was good, but they could have did better.
Yeah. I did like Kelsey Grammer as Beast, though.
Yeah.
I think he's got the voice for it. He's got the look. Kelsey Grammer's a hell of an actor. And when Frazier turned blue, I was just like, that's all right. Now, the other guy that played Beast, he was good too. But
Yes.
I like Kelsey Grammer as Beast. Beast is an intellect and kind of refined. And Kelsey Grammer gave that vibe to me. So, are we going to see Patrick Stewart any?
I don't think so.
Is Professor X going to die again?
I wish in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness that Deadpool could have showed up in it to kind of reference Patrick Stewart dying.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah, that whole movie was good to me, except for that part where they showed the Illuminati, and she made quick work of them. That kind of ruined it for me. I mean, you're taking the most powerful heroes ever assembled, and then you just kicking ass just like that. It doesn't make sense to me. But anyway, I guess they were just trying to show how powerful Scarlet Witch really was.
No, that's true too. But do you got any more theories for that? Or Wolverine and Deadpool?
From the only thing that I had heard was that this Wolverine is not a Wolverine of any story that we've seen. That he's an all new Wolverine from a different universe. So he's not part of the Fox universe or the Marvel universe. He's kind of standalone. So this is going to be interesting to see what his backstory is. From what I understand, that he comes from a world where all the X-Men died. So, and he's the only one that survived. As a matter of fact, I think his whole world died.
Yes, because in the trailer, watch the trailers. Just, it's funny, but it's good. And it also gives you some backstory of what's going to be going on in the movie later on. That Paradox was talking about how Wolverine's world died. Yes. He basically let his world die. So I'm hoping they'll be able to explain more in that one scene where he's in a white t-shirt and he falls on his knees. They weren't gravestones. I think it could be something else more though.
I think so, but they also said that it could be like a dream sequence.
Yes,
like he's either being forced to relive something or he's having a nightmare. So
yeah.
Which was it? Cassandra Nova.
Mm-hmm.
Cassandra Nova is, if you're not familiar with her, she's actually Charles Xavier's twin sister.
Yes.
So, yeah, you'll have to look that up. I'm not going to even try to explain it. You'll have to YouTube it. They got a story on her, and she is pretty powerful, but not as powerful as Charles.
I'll put a link below.
Okay, yeah, check that out. She was Charles Xavier's first enemy. They fought in the womb, if that tells you anything.
Yes.
So,
it's going to be interesting to see on July 26th.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I am too.
I think it's going to turn Marvel around. And just to talk about Ryan Reynolds for a second, if you don't mind, I don't know of any one actor other than Jeff Goldblum that acts the same way with every character but still can pull it off. I mean, if you look at Ryan Reynolds and all the films that he's ever done, he's pretty much got the same demeanor in acting. And Jeff Goldblum is the same with me. I mean, the way he acts. He doesn't really, for some reason, it's just one acting style, But Ryan Reynolds, he pulls it off. I enjoy his movies. He's got a quick wit. He knows how to deliver. His timing's good. So I really enjoy, especially Deadpool. I mean, Deadpool was the role for him.
Yes, like they did a great job for picking him as Deadpool.
Yeah, and really, I think he picked himself.
Probably so, because he just.
I think he actually got the Deadpool's project. He kept it alive for so many years after X-Men Origins Wolverine. Yeah, he wanted to do the character justice because they screwed him up in that movie.
So, next. So, just real quick, going back to Wolverine Deadpool. Check the trailer out. Also, the movie comes out July 26th, comes out in theaters. So please get ready for it and go check it out.
Yeah, we're going to have to watch these movies so we can get more of them.
Yes. Now, talk about another series, Daredevil Born Again.
Looking forward to it.
Supposedly, sorry. They're supposed to be continuing the show from the Netflix series version of Daredevil.
Yes, that was a great series.
And the dude that played Kingpin in the Netflix series was he fit that role great.
Yeah.
Charlie Cox played a great role of Daredevil as well, and Matt Murdock. He showed up in Spider-Man No Way Home. That's what gave it off that he was going to return.
He was in She-Hulk.
Yes.
He also showed up in Echo.
He did.
Before you watch Daredevil Born Again, watch Echo. Echo is actually a pretty good show. I enjoyed it.
Yes. And watch the Netflix series if you haven't seen that first.
All three seasons, please do. And watch The Punisher while you're at it.
Yes.
And Luke Cage. And Jessica Jones.
The Defenders.
Yeah. Iron Fist was my least favorite. It was a good watch, but it was my least favorite. I really could not connect with the lead actor in that one who played Iron Fist, Danny Rand. The fight sequences were horrible. They really need to use the producers for Shang-Chi to do Iron Fist justice. Iron Fist would really be better if they had the same people that did Shang-Chi, the choreograph the fight scenes. But it wasn't a bad story.
It wasn't. It was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. We are getting some new characters in Daredevil Born Again. If you're not familiar with White Tiger, there is a new version of White Tiger that is going to be in Daredevil Born Again.
Yeah.
Punisher, he's coming back.
Yes. Bullseye.
And Bullseye as well. One of the theories they're saying that basically Bullseye is coming to kill Daredevil's friends, that basically they're getting targeted by Kingpin. Basically, Kingpin is going to be running for mayor for New York. So if you get a chance, watch Echo and also watch Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Watch Hawkeye first and then Echo.
Yeah.
Then you'll get the full story of what's going on and what's going to be leading up to Daredevil Born Again.
Yeah. Yeah. That was a real good tie-in. Those two series, Hawkeye and Echo, were really good. And just the first three, like I said, the first three seasons of Daredevil were awesome. I really did enjoy them. Punisher was great, and I like. I mean, I'm not gonna go back over the same things, but um, one thing that I liked about Daredevil the first three seasons was how they fleshed out the characters, and Charlie Cox he's a really good actor.
Yes, he is.
I hope they don't change him up. It looked like they tried to change him up a little bit in She-Hulk, but he was really, I ain't gonna say, yeah, I guess you could say he was really dark in Daredevil. No nonsense type of guy. He had a little bit more humor in She-Hulk than he did in the Daredevil series.
What else? That's almost everything. So far, everything Daredevil. Don't know when is the release date. I heard that it's going to be premiering in 2025 of next year.
I hope so.
But can't wait. Now our last theory. We're talking about film is Fantastic Four. One of the theories I've been hearing is that it's going to be happening in a different universe.
Yes, in a different time also.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And that it's not going to be anywhere near the MCU, the main universe 616. Most of these movies are going to be leading up to Secret Wars as well. And Avengers Kang Dynasty. And you know what? Speaking of Kang, real quick, going back to X-Men 97, I did hear when they went back in time
that ancient Egypt.
Yes, that Kang variant was there too.
Yes, he was in that dome. Yeah, I did watch. I watched a YouTube video of a comic. So yeah, that was good. Kang was actually in that version of the comic. Kang went back in time to actually recruit Apocalypse and to make him his heir. Yeah.
That would be great if we see the Fantastic Four show up.
Well, in that comic they were tied into that because they went back and they're the ones who defeated Kang in that time. And then of course Apocalypse was already pissed off at Kang because Kang had killed one of his mentors. So he was wanting to kill him anyway. And then he ended up taking over Kang's throne in ancient Egypt. Yeah. So that's pretty interesting. You get a chance, look it up.
Yes.
Pretty interesting.
Back to Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
We do got some of the cast members. I don't know all their names, so forgive us if we don't know most of them. But now we do know one of them. Not the name, but the dude that played on Mandalorian.
Is that Pedro Morales?
I think so.
Okay.
Something Pedro. That basically he'll be.
We got to do our research.
That he'll show up as Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah.
And we are getting a Galactus. I hope
casted.
that we'll get. That they'll do better with Galactus this time. Because the last Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer, it was good, but they did horrible with Galactus.
It was great until they showed Galactus.
Yeah.
And when they showed him, it was just like Smallville season 10, the season finale or series finale. It was horrible. It was a big build up and a giant letdown.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I like to complain.
No, but it was horrible.
Yeah, it was bad.
Now the only thing that I do have an issue with, sorry, you guys could be mad at me, but having a female Silver Surfer.
Ooh, somebody asked me about that. I haven't got a chance to do my research on it, but I did see a headline on YouTube where there was a female Silver Surfer in the comics, but I have to research that to verify.
Yeah. Because all I known in the comics was a male version of Silver Surfer. Norrin Red. And that's it.
Listen to you throwing out names. Say it again.
Norrin Red.
I didn't even know his name. Silver Surfer.
But that's all I know. They're saying that it's going to be maybe later on. They don't know the date either, so we'll see what happens. They just know that we just know that they had the cast placed and they're working on it. So
this is my personal theory. It's nothing I've heard, but Galactus is a Celestial.
Yes,
and I think I could be wrong, but I'm thinking they're going to tie the Eternals to Fantastic Four somehow.
I hope they do.
Yeah, I do too.
If they can, too, as well.
That would be nice, or at least have one or two of them cameo or something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I would love to see Galactus' origin story, and then see the Celestials. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because in a way, the Eternals were the Celestials' heralds, just like Silver Surfer is for Galactus. So, I'm kind of curious about that.
Yeah, it's a lot. Just Marvel's doing a good job.
Yeah.
Next episode on the Supertheory channel, we'll be talking about DC.
My favorite.
And just catching up on some of the new films and series that are going to be coming out. And
but DC, I'll say this and I'll shut up. DC, I think they're going to have a good run. I'm not a big James Gunn fan, but
only for Marvel, because he did a good job on Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, but I'm looking to give him a chance on this one here. Superman Legacy,
Peacemaker,
Season 2, Batman 2, The Batman 2.
Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow.
Yes, they were talking about that. We're also with the Wonder Woman 3 has been delayed. I don't know if they're going to do it now or not.
They're still making a Woman of Tomorrow?
Been talks about it. So I do think DC, just a little bit of what we're going to talk about the next time. I think DC dropped the ball with the Flash. I think they could have used the Flash the same way they're getting ready to use Deadpool and Wolverine, kind of soft reboot the universe. And I think they kind of missed the mark on that. Because the Flashpoint could have been a perfect time to kind of spin everything around and get everybody ready for new faces in familiar roles. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
Alright, so I'm done.
Well, that's all. And we'll see you guys next time.
See you next time, bud.